Hey guys, Meditate number one, blah blah blah. You get this by now. We got some new stuff. Things have been moved. Stuff and things. Here we go. Okay, first of all, there's one thing I wanted to bring up actually. In my last video, when I was going over the new stuff, I completely skipped over Bomb Burst. Legacy Bomb Burst. Completely forgot I had him. Well, I forgot he was new at least. So yeah, there he is. He's here. There he is. I wanted to make sure I remembered to do that before I did anything else. Anyway, starting over here, uh, I moved Legacy Animated Prowl over here for reasons which that will become obvious later. And I also grabbed myself a Earthrise Earthspark Bumblebee. This is there was not a Bumblebee in Earthrise. Oh, and I also at some point moved my Earthspark 1 steps over here just because I don't know. Why not? This Tracks and Sunstreaker got moved a little bit. There we go. And nothing new in the Japanese and Beast Wars sections. Everything is the same. Except when you go here. So I was messing around with my Legacy Stunticons, and I felt like combining them for no good reason. So I did. And I might have been being a little careless when adding in Wild Rider here, and he ended up like you see if you know how Legacy Wild Rider goes in, I like put him in at an angle like this, and when I realized how I had accidentally pushed it in like that, I was terrified I'd broke something. I couldn't get him off, and yeah, it was very scary. And I don't think I can get Wild Rider off now. He's on there, like really on there. Also, the little tabs on the bottoms near the feet that tab into Wild Rider's shoulders, those aren't even tabbed in. So yeah, I don't know what's up with this. And like I said before, my order for, I don't know, actually, I might not have said this before, but basically, if you don't know already, my dead end and breakdown, my order for them was canceled. So that sucks. I don't think I honestly, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to get a hold of dead end and breakdown, which is kind of sad. My curse that of never being able to complete a combiner continues, I guess. Seriously, why does that happen? I've never once been able to complete a combiner. None of them. It's never happened. It's annoying. Anyway, moving on. Over here, the Decepticons are basically the same. The him, my mind's blanking. Crosscut, that's his name. And this is where most of the new stuff is. First of all, I got him. That's right, the funny dying Ironhide and Prowl 2-pack. I saw it, and I got it because it's funny. And it's also kind of sad that these are probably the best versions of these two characters that they've made. Like, first of all, they don't have any clear plastic in them, so there's no reason you should be scared of breaking anything. Although, if you if you do get full Ironhide fully transformed, hit into alt mode, that one spot where you get the front tabbed into those panels that come from the legs, I finally managed to do that on this one. I could never do it on this guy, but I did it on this guy somehow, and it took forever for me to undo it, and I don't think I'm ever going to do it again. Not because I'm scared of breaking it, but although I kind of am a little bit, but just purely for the fact that I don't know if I'll be able to get it back out again. I like it's it. I don't know who designed that, but it's just why did it need to be hooks? That was no, no, that was not. That was too much. And then, of course, this is my first time having the Earthrise Prowl mold. I mean, I have a bunch of I have the Siege ones. I have the Siege Blue Streak, Prowl, and the Generation Select Smokescreen that came broken, and I will never display, and I'll probably try and sell one day. But whatever. And of course, I gave Starscream these because you just gotta recreate the scene. Although the blast effects kind of droop. They don't really like hanging on, and I really don't like putting blast effects on the ones where it has to go around something like this. Like I'm just grabbing Barricade's gun as a reference because it's just right over there, and I could just pick it up easy. But I never like putting blast effects on things like this. Sometimes I do just to get the look I want. But I always rather putting them like inside the hole, like with what I do for um, uh, Earthrise Prime here. But even then, when you like use the bigger ones, like when I was putting the stuff into the V-Lock cannon here before, like, and I was leaving there, it was like starting to droop, and I was like, it's honestly, it's a little scary. Even then, it's like, but when they're smaller, it's more okay. But like when you have the tiny effects, like with Hot Link here, it was like I have to, everything's fine. There's no problem there. And I don't know if this is a widespread issue, but the blast effects came extremely like bent. You can see there on like Prowls, you can see that, and like on Star Screams, it's really yeah. I don't know how it's definitely more obvious from different angles, but yeah, that is not good. I think the one I have on Ironhide right now survived the best, but this is after me like trying to like mess around with them and straighten them out. I have the other two pieces of blast effects that they came with over here. This is my little blast effect corner where I just store them all because I decided to put all the extra accessory parts and stuff down in a separate container under this thing. And but I leave the blast effects out just so I can access them quickly. And I've been kind of giving it away because I've been looking all over the place. But I also got Towline. He's cool. I like him. I was never I'm not a whole not big on the whole Junkion thing. So I was glad I was able to grab some version of the mold for one thing. And they're finally doing characters from RID 2001, which is cool. I mean, yeah, there's some parts of his transformation I don't really like. I don't like those weird hinges above his elbows. They're annoying. And there's a few other. He's a little weird in some space spots. Bleh. English words. I can do that. I think probably. Anyway, overall, he's very nice. I like him for what he is. Yes. And I don't know why I feel like I should point this out because I don't think I ever have, but um, I gave the little Wheeljack bombs to Earthrise Wheeljack, the ones that came with a red cog. I don't remember when I did that, or if I've even mentioned it before. But I did that a while ago. It's been there. It's been like that for a long time. And just kind of like with the Jazz situation with these two, I haven't been able to decide which Ironhide I wanted to keep, so I just keep them both. I'm probably gonna have to choose one day, but not gonna do it now. For now, I will continue to be indecisive because that's just what I do best. And yeah, I think that is all there is to say about the display. I will say when I grabbed the tow line yesterday because I got the I got Towline the day before I'm recording this. I also saw Rise of the Beasts RC, the Studio Series one, but I was more interested in grabbing Towline because I was like, so there's this little timeline here. I went to the Target and I found both Towline and the 2-pack, and I was like, I grabbed these two guys first, and then I need to get back to Target and grab Towline here, and so I was like, wanted to make sure I grabbed those because whenever there's exclusives, I always get paranoid and I'm like, I need to find them. I need to get them immediately. Kind of like I was like that with the Origins Jazz, although that ended up not being a problem because Jazz was everywhere, so that was kind of unnecessary. I could have gotten some Legacy Evolution stuff. Like I think they had some needle noses at that time, and maybe even I think they had a breakdown. I don't remember. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. Anyway, that's my little story. I don't know why I needed to tell it, but I did. So I did. Oh well. And other news stuff. Um, I've been watching Rise of the Beasts way too many times. I've watched it 5 times now. I mean, if that doesn't show how much I like this movie compared to the others, I don't know what does. Yeah, Rise of the Beast is good. Very recommend. Much good. Very nice. All the nice, good. Of course, like I said in my little review video, which a while ago, there are things I don't like about Rise of the Beast. In fact, there are quite a few details I am not happy with. But it beats the other Bay movies where I'm just like, I hate all of it so much. So, hating some things is better than just hating everything. Basically. They can definitely be better. I hope this Transformers 1 thing can be better. Is what I'm trying to say. I hope they continue the trend of each movie getting a little better than the last one. And then, of course, all of Earthspark Season 1 came out a while ago now. I watched it all immediately as soon as I physically possibly could, and holy crap, I love it. The show is amazing. As you can see, Earthspark is the one show that has convinced me to like Bumblebee. And if you know anything about me, that is an achievement. I actually like a Bumblebee for once, and it's just impressive. I mean, it's just like Earthspark Bumblebee reminds me of what makes me think of like what I'd want a Goldbug to be, like a more mature Bumblebee type character. And of course, still has the voice. I despise bumblebees that can't speak. I hate it when they do that. So much. I hate it. I don't care if it's like the radio thing in the Bay movies or early Cyberverse or if it's like the R2D2 beeps in Prime. I never like it. I always hate it. It's never good. It's pointless. He's the Spider-Man of the Autobots. He needs to talk. That's one of his things. It's just like no. He needs to talk and okay. Anyway. Yeah, I like Earthspark in general. I really love how they handled Starscream, as I'm sure a lot of people do. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to say there. He's good, very nice. I like it. He definitely deserves a better toy, though. I saw the deluxe. Why? Why Hasbro? Why must you neglect Earthspark? I mean, it's literally just this guy right here, but in different colors. It looks nice, don't get me wrong. I like Earthspark Deluxe Starscream. It looks nice. But that is not Earthspark Starscream. That is Cyberverse Starscream got a new paint job. That is. I mean, it looks nice. I'll probably get it anyway, but that I would not count that as an Earthspark Starscream. And I've been debating for a little while whether or not I want to get the whole Earthspark Deluxe set. To, like, do the whole Mandroids thing. I know I talked about this before, but I'm like, first of all, it's this giant, like, I mean, first of all, Earthspark already is terrible with scale as it is. Like, Twitch, Bumblebee, Megatron, Optimus, all the same size. And then, I don't even, do I have to explain how bad that is, scale-wise? But yeah, that's a thing. And then having like a gigantic human along with that. And not only is there gigantic human, but also with the whole it looks, from all the different individual pieces I've seen so far, it looks kind of cheap and crappy, and like there's not much articulation in it. And I remember when I first got Bumblebee, the little ball joint in the hard top shoulder, it like just can't comes off, and that's kind of annoying. So yeah, and there's like no knees, no elbows in that thing, and it's weird. I don't know. And there's also the fact that I despise Earthrise Optimus Prime. I hate that design. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks in the show, and I don't like the toy. Earthrise. Basically, I hate it whenever they make Optimus the long truck. I like him to be the square, the rectangle truck. That and there's that, and I really just that toy failed at just doing that truck design in general. And also, I hate the head on Earthrise Optimus. It's so weird and tall. It looks terrible. And I know it's not on the toy, but Optimus Prime with a mouth never looks good. I will continue to fight for the fact that Optimus should never have a mouth. It never looks good. Even in Transformers Animated, my favorite show, Optimus with a mouth looks terrible. I hate it so much. Optimus Primal, he's allowed to have a mouth. Not Prime. Monkey can have mouth, but not truck. There we go. I said it. That's all I needed to say about that. Anyway, of course, there are plenty of other new announcements that have been coming out that I haven't really said anything about on here. Basically, it's all good. I like it. It's very nice. I saw that they announced Nacelle, and yes, his name is pronounced Nacelle. Check. It's not Nacelle, people. Come on. And it's a Siege Seeker, one of the Tetrajets, which is a choice. I understand that from a story perspective, but also if you're basing off of his original design, if you can really even call it that. His original design was just an Earthjet Seeker. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I would have liked to see an Earthrise Thrust / normal Seeker repaint. But I'll take another Siege Tetrajet Seeker. I mean, though the Tetrajets are probably my favorite Seeker mold of all time, if I had to choose. Because I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never transformed my classic Seekers once. I'm too scared to like break this little thing behind their head or break their wings. Because like I remember I talked about this when they first came in, when I got them. But Skywarp's wing broke off during shipping, and same with Thundercrackers. But Thundercrackers was able to be repaired. Skywarp's was not, and I was very sad about that. And then The MP11 Seeker design is okay-ish. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. G1 is G1 and it deserves respect, but it's just G1. Uh, Bumblebee movies. It's good for what it is, but it's not the default Seeker. It's its own thing. Robots in Disguise is trash. Moving on. The Armada Seekers are fine. They're pretty cool, but that's not like that's not what I think of when I think of Seekers. I think Armada Starscream when I see that. And same with this, of course. Cyberverse Seekers, they were all just repaints of Starscream, when in that show they were supposed to look unique, and I hated that. It was a pain in the butt. And also, how on any planet is this Skywarp? This is not Skywarp. This is terrible. I hate this thing. I only have it because it came with Thrust, Thundercracker, and the Ghost Starscream. And yes, I call it the Ghost Starscream because that's what it is. Also, this Skywarp has the loosest knees ever, and he's always falling. He just always. Not only is he clear plastic, so he's always worried about breaking, kind of like the Ghost Starscream here. But he's also constantly falling on his back if I don't have him leaning forward, which sucks. Although I like at least Ramjet got his own toy. Kind of annoying they never did a Dirge though. I really would have wished the Cyberverse Seekers had so much potential and they just did nothing with it. That's kind of sad. And then of course there's the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron Seekers. Those are kind of neat, I guess. I've never been huge on the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron designs. They're cool, I guess. Some of them are definitely better than others. Like I might go for like the Optimus and Megatron they're doing in Studio Series, the Gamer Edition, and it's like, yeah, I might go for the Optimus and the Megatron, maybe. Be just whatever. One would be, and that's for like a few different reasons. First of all, I just don't like the Bumblebee and Barricade. Not just because like everyone's criticizing their toys and stuff for the Gamer Edition, but just I don't like those designs. First of all, I despise Barricade in general. I don't like Barricade because of his Michael Bay origins. Like if someone brings in a Micromaster Barricade, sure, I'll be okay with that. But if they ever make a police car Barricade, I'm immediately against it, purely for why it exists, and that goes for any Bayverse original character. I'm sorry, I can't support anything related to the Bayverse. I just can't. Anyway, I'm getting super sidetracked here. I was talking about Seekers, and that got way off track. Anyway, Prime First Edition. That's yet again like I really don't see that as like the average Seeker. It just looks. Really, I'm not a fan of the Transformers Prime design for Starscream. I've gone back and forth with it in my head for a while, but it's just like it's just not Starscream. That's not what Starscream is to me. Starscream's not this. I think Transformers Prime Starscream fits more of a Hellbat type thing, or maybe even a Leozak type character. I don't know. I mean, actually, and even then, that's like an eh. I don't know. And there's the RED Starscream. We will not speak of it. I literally only have it just to have another Coronation Starscream because I like those too much. And then just Test Shattered Glass is just the Tetrajet again. Although the normal original Shattered Glass, which was Cybertron Starscream, I don't have anything from Transformers Cybertron, of course, so I guess that's where I'll talk about it. It's a nice design. I like it. Cybertron Starscream is a very nice Starscream. Not a fan of the arms, but other than that, very nice. And then, of course, the Energon Starscream. Clear plastic automatically scares me. It looks nice, but clear plastic is ew. I only have this because it's Leozak, and I need a Leozak. Me too obsessed with the Lio Kaiser lads. And then, of course, back to the Siege Tetrajet and Earthrise Seekers, which are basically just the classics ones but better. And you may ask, since the Earthrise ones are so much better than the classics ones, why did you get the classics ones? To that I say I have a seeker addiction. I have a seeker addiction, and I will buy any of the ones I come across. If I have money and seekers are around, I will buy them. And no one can stop me because I have a seeker addiction. Anyway. Yeah. That was a very... I got very distracted there, but oh well. It happens. Whatever. I'd talk about all the new releases and announcements besides Nacelle and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. They're cool, I guess. I don't care about the Amazon exclusive 2-packs. I don't care about the those two IDW, like the Bumblebee movie RC and the Chromia repaint characters, because I've literally never heard of them in my life. Probably because I have so limited access to comic books. I have like none of them. So if any most things from the comic books I just know nothing about or have very limited knowledge on. So when it comes to like the IDW stuff and like the Marvel comics, I'm kind of lost. Especially like the IDW 2.0 stuff. I know next to nothing about that. And from what I can tell, I'm not missing much. So, oh well. Anyway, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? There has to be something. I always forget something. Without fail. And then the second I upload the video, I'm like, holy crap, I forgot to talk about that. Like how last video I forgot to talk about Bomb Burst. It's gonna happen. And I'm gonna like say it in the comments or whatever, and I'll be like, how dare I? I shouldn't have done that. But whatever. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Of course, I guess I can always just like, if you have any questions for me of random garbage and whatever, ask me down in the comments below, because do that. I could, bleh. I'll be happy to give my opinions on things because, I mean, who isn't? Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. And thank you. You've been a great audience. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Hyperlink Blocked.